Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking on today's video and welcome to my channel. In today's story, OP's ex-wife stepdaughter breaks OP's daughter's very expensive calligraphy brushes and then replaces it with an extremely cheap one. And when confronted, they refuse to pay for a replacement. Unfortunately, when things unfold, especially in the update, things are much worse with the stepdaughter than they had previously thought. I do hope that you enjoyed this story. If you do, please leave a thumbs up. And again, I just wanted to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you so much. Y'all are amazing and what keep me going. For those of you that don't know, I have a personal goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers. So if you like my content and would like to support me and would like to hear more stories from me, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. Anyways, thank you for your time and on to the story. Am I the a-hole for threatening to take legal action against my ex-wife's stepdaughter if she doesn't pay for the gift that she broke? I, a 38-year-old male, have been separated from my ex-wife for almost 14 years. She's married now and has 2 stepdaughters. This one involved the older one, who we'll call Anna, and I think she's 17 years old. Our older daughter, Diane, who's a 16-year-old female, is really into calligraphy. My parents gave her a food, which is a Japanese calligraphy brush, as a gift for having a great school year. We came back from a trip and left them with her mother. I was just getting home when my youngest called me to return. Once there, they were having an argument and my ex-wife and her wife were trying to mediate. Diane said that Anna stole her brush and broke it. Anna says that she took it with permission from Diane, which is not true, we checked. And she accepted breaking it, but replaced it with another one, which is a cheaper version. My ex-wife and her wife claimed that it was not a big deal and Anna replaced it. I disagreed and told them that either Anna or them have to order a new one or give the money for us to do it. They were willing to do it until Diane told them how much it would cost, around $3,000. That's when they flipped the lid and said, "Why am I buying something that expensive?" I told them that it's none of their business or the point. Besides, it was a gift from my parents, not mine. They refused and said that they can't do it without taking a hit in their finances. I told them that I didn't care and that they needed to pay for it or I would take legal action against Anna since she admitted to taking it and breaking it. I told them to be quick because the brushes are limited. Our daughter decided to come with me and took their important things with them. My ex-wife, her parents, and her wife are blasting my phone saying that I would ruin Anna's future and that I'm putting our daughters against them and ruining their relationship. We've been co-parenting really well, but I don't know. I think I'm being reasonable. She's not a kid anymore. One Redditor commented, I'm leaning towards you're the a-hole. Just reading it, I don't believe you for some reason. And maybe I'm totally wrong, but I think you're biased. I'm dubious about how you quote-unquote checked that Anna took it without permission. Or what you do, go check the CCTV footage? Kids can be kids. Diane probably was excited to show off her new pen and an accident happened. Given that Anna replaced it right away and said that she broke it, it sounds like she was sorry about it. Yes, she probably didn't realize the true value of the pen and got a cheaper replacement, but it's the intention that counts. Remember, 50 quid seems like a huge amount of money to an unemployed teen, so 3,000 is enormous. I don't know what your ex does or how much she makes, but that could be a huge sum for her too, and if she can't afford it, you're the a-hole for making her or threatening her with legal action if she doesn't pay up. In my opinion, you need to start teaching your kids life is unfair and stuff happens. If something is valuable, you have to protect it. Leave the 3K pen at home and bring cheaper ones on trips. Insure valuables, etc. Also, who gives a 16-year-old a $3,000 brush? To me, it sounds like your family is better off and your child's a bit spoiled. To which OP replied, "It's a brush. AITA bunishindo to be exact. They're that expensive." Diane wasn't home when this happened. Anna claimed that she got permission via text, but when she got caught, she admitted taking it and breaking it. I don't know my ex-wife's finances. I know that she has a good job. I don't know her wife, and it's none of my business. So apparently I looked it up. These are gorgeous calligraphy brushes and they run from about $50 to $6,000. Another Redditor asked, was it an accident? How was it broken? If it wasn't an accident, I'll go with not the a-hole. She's old enough to know right from wrong. Legal action is a bit much in my opinion, but to each his own. However, if it was an accident, remember that times are hard right now, and accidents do happen. If someone told me that I had to pay $3,000 right now, I'd be effed. To which Opie replied, it wasn't an accident, you would really have to force it to break it. The legal action is more of a bluff because they're refusing to pay. Another Redditor commented, I want to be honest. I want to say not the a-hole because lying and destroying someone's property is an effed up thing to do, but also suing a teenager doesn't seem right. I think you should go to r/legal advice for a proper answer if pressing a lawsuit on a child or parent is the option to go for, or if it's worth it. To which Opie replied, taking action is more of a bluff because they're refusing to pay. If anything, I would have to sue my ex or Anna's mother. The overwhelming verdict in this case was not the a-hole. I never thought that this would get so much attention. I'm still going through the comments, but I'm going to clarify a few points and give you an update. So, why did Diane bring the brushes to her mother's? She has a neighbor friend whose hobby is painting. Diane's friend has a nice brush collection, so she took it to show it to her. Why did she leave the brush at her mother's? She stays a week with her mother. She's left out their valuable things, either sentimental or monetary, and nothing has happened. At least until now. Why I allowed her to move it around? It has to do with how my parents raised me. You're the one in charge of your stuff, no one else. You're the one who puts the value in them. That's why I've always let my daughters do what they want with their things, the same way my parents taught my siblings and I. She understands this kind of brush is not something to just play with. She agrees that she was careless as she wasn't planning to use it, but to start her own collection, the same way her friends and I do. I can't blame her though. She was comfortable with them and there was no precedent. The relationship with their stepfamily, they're not close but they're civil. They never click, but they agreed to respect each other and their things. So how did we find out that Anna lied? Simple. When she got permission via text, I asked her to show us. My ex and her mother asked for her phone, and she could have lied but folded. She said that she took it and broke it, but didn't say why. The price? My ex knew the price, but not her wife. Both knew that it was a gift from my parents. My ex-wife decided to play dumb because she didn't tell her wife about the price. For the doubters, I understand because not many are interested in handwriting or calligraphy. Brushes and pens can cost hundreds or even thousands because they're made with limited or rare materials by a craftsman with decades of experience. It is an art in itself. You can Google it if you can or want. The brush, I need to talk to my parents if they still have the receipt so that I can contact the manufacturers and see what can be done. My hopes are slim to none. To say the brush is broken is put it mildly. It basically has to be remade. So what transpired yesterday? We returned home and we talked after they calmed down. I asked them if I was missing something or if something changed, etc. They said everything was pretty much the same, but Diane and Lily said that they might know the reason why Anna did it. During the week that they stayed with her mother, Anna said to all of them that her boyfriend's birthday was coming up and she wanted to gift him something special. She asked my youngest, let's call her Lily, with everyone present if she could play the guitar while she sang a song to him, and Lily refused. Lily says that Anna took it well and didn't make a big deal. Then 2 days before I picked them up, Anna asked Diane if she could make a big poster and Diane refused. But unlike Lily, she offered her to do something small. Diana says that Anna declined her offer and didn't make a big deal. Why did they refuse? The boyfriend's birthday was when they were going to be on a trip with me last week, and both told Anna about it. I asked them if they knew about the finances of her mother. They said that she's still working, and also her wife, and definitely not struggling. That's why both of them are mad at her mother because she or her wife could have paid for the brush. They don't understand why she acted like that. Knowing this, I asked her what she wanted to do. She listened to my threat and I told her I meant it. I was going to buy the brushes and force them to pay me back. She asked me to wait and see what they would do in the next few days. So what happened today? I received 2 calls early in the morning. One from my ex-wife and the other from Anna's father asking to meet. The father came first. He said his youngest daughter called him and told him what happened. Him and I talked for a little bit, and by the look of it, there are bigger issues. The man apologized to Diane for Anna's behavior and paid for the brush. The rest came after. Anna apologized first and said why she did it. She took the brush instead of another out of revenge, and she tried to use it to do the poster for her boyfriend, and because she's not as good as her, she destroyed it in a fit of rage. Once calm, she saw her mistake and looked for another one online. She saw how much it cost and decided to buy a cheap one. She never told anyone why she did it until Diane returned. Anna's mother apologized to Diane and also Lily. They both left after that. My ex-wife remained. She apologized to Diane and Lily and said that she acted the way that she did because this could kill the little to none relationship they have as sisters, but the result was worse and she regrets it. Diane and Lily told her that everything could have been fine if they had paid for the brush and apologized right then and there. She could have ended with one upset daughter, and she now has 3. They said that now they don't really feel secure there and have no plans to return. My ex-wife said that she was going to do anything to solve it and propose family therapy again, but both of them refused. They said that they could meet somewhere else, but at least not for now. They left us alone. We talked mostly about logistics and a few things that I wanted to confirm. Lastly, I talked to my daughters again and both are still very upset. The relationship with her mother took a major hit and they're not happy with how it was resolved, and neither am I, alas. We're going to see my parents in the upcoming days. Diane wants to talk to them about the money before buying another brush. Thank you for taking your time. I tried to cover as much as I could, but I'll try to answer if you have any questions. So guys, what did you think about this? Please let me know in the comments down below. I personally am infuriated by the ex-wife. Like, what on earth was she thinking? I'm no expert, but I imagine things in a sibling and step-sibling relationship can be very complicated. And showing favoritism towards one of the step-siblings by not punishing them for something horrific that they did is really not the way to go about it. I honestly don't know what she was thinking. I personally think that the daughter's reaction to their mother is justified. I also call her reasoning towards favoring the stepdaughter BS. Like, I genuinely think she did it because she was favoring them and not because of quote-unquote trying to preserve some sisterly bond. I hate people like that. Also, I had no idea that calligraphy brushes could be that expensive, but I'm also not surprised. Anyways, I do hope that you enjoyed this story. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and please subscribe if you'd like to hear more stories from Reddit with updates.